Tonight, from Las Vegas, Nevada, Super Bowl 58. It's the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Washington Commanders.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals taking on the NFC champions, the Washington Commanders. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The CD, the Bengals, they're back for the second time in 3 years, looking for that first ever Super Bowl title.
Can you believe they're 0-3 in the big game? 2 losses to the Niners in the 80s, 2 really tough ones, and a loss to the Rams in 2022. Their motivation, sky high. They're ready to bring that first title back to Cincinnati.
Meanwhile, the Commanders making their first appearance in this game with their new nickname. Remember, under their previous moniker, they made the big game 5 times and won it 3 of those.
But it's been more than 30 years since their last appearance here, partner. Super Bowl 26 in Minneapolis. That was the old Metrodome. Mark Rippon leading them to victory in that one.
The final act of the 2023 season is at hand. What a spectacle in Las Vegas. We're off in Super Bowl 58. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And as we know and as we've discussed here in the run-up to this game, this is history in the making. The first rookie quarterback to ever start in a Super Bowl. An absolutely tremendous accomplishment, something no one else has done. But he doesn't want to just go down as the first to make a Super Bowl. He's told us all week he's here to win it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A huge play there right off the bat. 58 yards.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this is taking that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big run.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Fighting through pressure. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So from the 2, now they move back to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Daniels. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Trey Hendrickson showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. The first and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Back to throw. Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin from 10 yards out. And the Commanders are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Sent to return it, here's Turner. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
Now Burrow on first down. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 48 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Evan McPherson for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. To throw on second down. Daniels. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Cameron Sample showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the first quarter.
And, yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On 3rd down, Daniels. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. And he'll be out right at the 35. The danger of a punt that good? A 16-yard return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. First down. Here's Burrow. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. 14-7 is the score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back to Robinson now on first down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. back to throw. Daniels. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw on third down, Daniels. This is caught by Robinson. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard. Ron Rivera scowling down on the sideline, and he's thrown out the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. In motion right goes Higgins. Burrow from his own end zone. He will find his man Chase complete. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Throw left side complete to Chase. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. You look at this Super Bowl, the second appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know, but what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla, but once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog off the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your home life, knowing that you've lost the Super Bowl, that hurts big time, and you're going to do everything possible to try and prevent that from happening again.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bengals continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think we'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Washington offense heading out. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Daniels. And this is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trey Hendrickson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And this is going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Zachary Carter there, the one to make the tackle. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 5. Looking to throw. Daniels. Here's a screen for Robinson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Looking to throw on second down. Daniels. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down. Daniels, middle of the field. He's got McLaurin. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on first and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Zach Ertz from a yard out. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a Zach Ertz touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the second quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately. People
trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape. Absolutely.
And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And the Commanders are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Commanders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Now we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. McManus's point after is good, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. He's still on his feet. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. We saw a strong first half out of the quarterback, Joe Burrow. He had it going right away. 2 touchdown passes in the first quarter, 2 more in the second. 4 touchdown passes all told. And he's likely not done yet.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way, and he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Here's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Now it's Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
They'll run on first down with Moss. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Jamin Davis there to bring him down. Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. The quick throw by Burrow is complete. Touchdown, Bengals. Mike Gesicki from 13 yards out. And the Bengals will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it all concluded with a touchdown pass to the tight end, Mike Gesicki. after the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. 2 touchdowns to his credit so far. Charles, I'm curious, do these wide receivers, what do they go in with each week? Is it different week to week for the goals that they personally set for themselves, do you think?
I doubt that it's different from week to week. Maybe because of game plan, they know that one guy might be featured more than the other. But all in all, these guys are looking for 100 or more yards in receiving. But the biggest thing, getting into the end zone. And how about him? He's gotten there twice in this game.
He has indeed. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Robinson up the middle. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Daniels. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken around the 12. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7 though on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. 36 yards on the play.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Higgins goes in motion right. Now it's Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, 26 yards. And the Bengals are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi Trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
To throw on 2nd down, Daniels. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Daniels. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Bengals grab it. There he goes, left side. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. McPherson on for the point after. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And able to get this out to the 25. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels got a man. It's De'Ami Brown complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He may go. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. McPherson now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Now a hit and a loose football, and the Bengals grab it. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Now this going to be a quarterback draw. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
What a call there on the quarterback draw. You want to spread the field and just tell your QB, hey, find a lane and go. And he's able to get the defense in a vulnerable spot and then take it into the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. On 1st and 10, Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game. Yeah. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off inside the 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick six, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Throwing after the interception, Daniels. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Looking to throw. Daniels. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
To throw on 3rd down. Daniels. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Tressway now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Taken from just outside the 30. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Going right back to Dotson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. Daniels finding Ertz here on the out route. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Bengal Nation rejoice. Cincinnati has given you the Super Bowl title. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.